Here you observe that linear algebra topic. So in this linear algebra, there is a 10% chance to get a question on these topics. First, let us explain that the GATE 2026 exam as conducted by IIT Guwahati, and based on this material, you need to prepare well. So all questions very easy by remembering these type of materials. So let us start the tutorial. So here these are the contents present in this tutorial. First, let me start. Vector space and subspaces. The vector space is nothing but the set of vectors as closed under addition and scalar. It means that it must be satisfied that addition and scalar multiplication. The subspace set is there is a common difference for the subspace set. The subspace set has a zero vector, but the vector space has only these two conditions will be followed. Then it is known as vector space. If the three conditions will be followed, then we call subspace set. The great diagram tip is the line by plane is a subspace only if passes through the origin. It means it is passes through origin, then it will be the subspace. Y equal to 2x is equal is it is has origin, because if we applied x will 0, then y will be 0, then at that point we get that 0 comma 0 point. If we apply that to x will be 0 but y is 1, so it is not no origin, so that way it is not a subspace. So you need to remember these type of simple trips, then you attain easy to answer these type of questions. Next, linear dependence and linear independence. Here the important point is, for a matrix the data of A is equal to 0, it means it is dependent. If data of A is not equal to 0, it is independent to each other. For example, in a matrix we have for example in a square matrix, 3 by 3 matrix, okay, let us consider. In that matrix the data of that matrix is 0, it means it is dependent on that values. The data of A is not equal, it is independent on that values. So these are the important points for this linear dependence and independence topic. Special matrices. We have different types of matrices, right? So these are the special matrices we have. First, A transpose is nothing but symmetric. The A transpose is equal to minus A. It is nothing but skew symmetric. The first is skew symmetric matter, the diagonal elements must be 0. Orthogonal matrix. The orthogonal matrix follow this condition. A transpose A is equal to A transpose is equal to I. You need to follow this condition, or we need to write this one also. A transpose is equal to A inverse. So for orthogonal, the determinant is plus or minus will be plus or minus 1. Otherwise, it is not orthogonal matrix. Idempotent matrix. It is nothing but A square is equal to A. This condition it followed. Eigenvalues are 0 or 1. Nilpotent means A power k is equal to for integer k. It means the nilpotent matrix A power k is 0. For all eigenvalues will be 0. Partitioning matrix, splitting large matrix into blocks. This is called as, for example, we have 3 by 3 matrix, then we convert it into 2 by 2, then it means partition matrix, right? That way. Next, trace and determinant. Here this is very important. Just let's listen this topic very clearly, because there is a two questions answered asked before previous 2025 exam. So you need to remember these points very well. Then you got any one question at this point. First, trace of A is nothing but the sum of diagonal elements or sum of eigenvalues. The trace of A is equal to the sum of diagonal elements and sum of diagonal values. A sum of eigenvalues. Determinant. Determinant is nothing but we need to find normally determinant. The product of eigenvalues is nothing but the determinant of the matrix. By remembering these points, you definitely got a single question in the 2026 exam. The key properties, data of AB is equal to data of A into data of B. This is the another one property in the determinants. Det of Ka is equal to k power n into det of A. It is n for n by n matrix. We need to apply that k power n at this point. Okay. Please understand very clearly this point and this point. Definitely a question will come 2026 section. We need to remember it very clearly. Sum of diagonal elements, sum of eigenvalues. It is equal to the trace of A. What is meant by trace of A? The sum of diagonal will be answer will be trace of A. It is common people knows, but for IIT level preparation students definitely need this type of formula. Sum of eigenvalues is equal to the sum of diagonal values in the trace of A. Right? Next, rank and Gaussian elimination. For the Gaussian elimination, the complexity for the normal situation is O of n cube. For that, most cases be important for gate exam, right? For the Gaussian elimination. But the previous year asked that it is not the answer is O of n cube, but the answer is O of n square. Why? In the Gaussian elimination, there is a special case. In that special case, the complexity will be O of n square. So at this point, we need to for the for the special case only. It means the best case will be O of n cube, but the majority complexity is O of n cube. So at that, you need to remember this point very well. For augmented matrix, here this is the relations. For the for no solution, rank of A is not equal to rank of B. For a unique solution, rank of A is equal to rank of A by B is equal to n. For infinite solution, rank of A is equal to rank of A by B less than or equal less than n. So it means coincident planes are there. Here in syntax to blind, it is the parallel planes. The rank of A not less rank of A is equal to n. It has only trivial solution. Rank of A less than n, it is infinite trivial. So for the unique solutions, rank of A is equal to n. Det of A not equal to 0. This condition it followed. For a non-infinite for infinite trivial solution, rank of A less than n. And another point is det of A is equal to 0. Rank of A is equal to n means only trivial solution. Rank of A is not less than n, it means infinite trivial solution. You need to remember this point very well for the homogeneous system. So here this is a very important theorem, rank nullity theorem. Rank of A plus nullity of A is equal to n. It is used for some specific problems. So next, basic properties. Ax is equal to lambda for finding that eigenvalue. So you need to apply that at this point. Shortcuts for the gate. The sum of the eigenvalues is nothing but trace of A. Before I said, product of eigenvalues is nothing but det of A. For the triangular and diagonal matrix, lambda is for diagonal eigenvalues of the triangular and diagonal matrix is the diagonal elements. Real symmetric matrix eigenvalues are real. Eigenvalues of distinct lambda are orthogonal. These are the simple points. For symmetric matrix, A transpose is equal to A. Eigenvalues are real, and eigenvalues of distinct lambda are orthogonal. Remember these points very well. Next, if lambda is an eigenvalue of A, okay, so let these are the very important points also. If in the question given A power k, then what is the eigenvalue? So you need to remember this lambda power. If it is A power minus 1, then it is 1 by lambda. If it is A plus k, then the formula is lambda plus k. If it is this, then the formula is lambda plus 1 of square. Next, for the for eigenvalues of A is, so we need to find the eigenvalues of this. We know that trace. The trace means the sum of the diagonal elements. So 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2. For determinant, the determinant is nothing but 1 into 1 minus 2 into 2. Then you apply that minus 3. By applying these two, then we got that the eigenvalues are these lambda 1 equal to 3, lambda 2 equal to minus 1. Next, LU. LU decomposition. L is nothing but lower triangular, U is nothing but upper triangular. We need to apply the condition is, here we observe that projections. In these projections, the formula is, here this is the formula. A transpose A transpose divided by A transpose A. This is the formula. We applied that. And next, P square is equal to P. So it means the projection matrix must be idempotent matrix and must be symmetric matrix. Then you need to remember that point. Then you got it is projection matrix or not. The projection matrix must follow this condition. These two conditions. It is must be idempotent and it is must be symmetric. And next one is singular value decomposition. In the singular value decomposition, the main important rule we need to find the singular values. So we need to calculate them. Why you need to calculate them? For example, in the question given that matrix A, and we need to find that A transpose of A. It means orthogonal level matrix. So for the eigenvalues of the A transpose A is lambda. It means the square root of the eigenvalues is nothing but singular values. You need to remember this point. 2025 year question paper it is asked. Next, SVD example. For in this code, we observe that M equal to U transpose. The M is rank 1. Eigenvalues of M is 1 for U, for 0 for orthogonal vectors. If the singular values is nothing but mod of eigenvalues. This point also very remember point. The singular value is the mod of eigenvalues. Next, expression. Here we shown that quadratic expressions q of x. So by the nature we need to say that if eigenvalues becomes greater than 0, it is positive definite. If it is greater than or equal to, it is positive semi-definite. It is less than 0, it is negative definite. It is infinite, it is saddle point. Indefinite, some greater than 0, some less than 0. At that point we said that indefinite saddle point situation we observed. This is the recall table. We know unique solutions. This is the form for no solution. This is formula, and infinite solution. This is the formula for orthogonal. Q transpose is equal to Q inverse. This is also one form. Projection. We need to follow these two rules. It is idempotent. It is symmetric. For eigenvalues, we need to find by applying this formula. Lambda of A minus lambda is equal to 0. For Cayley-Hamilton Theorem, so the square matrix satisfies one characteristic. We need to find characteristic equation. For SVD, this is the we need to find singular values by applying this one. So this is the all about uh, linear algebra. So next, so these are the all points completely related to the linear algebra. You need to prepare well for this GATE 2026 exam, and my suggestion is you need to answer the question before doing that question complete. You need to read completely every question before attending the answer. If you not read the question, then you have no idea about what he asked. So you need to prepare well for the gate 20. I will trust you. You definitely qualify by listening or choosing this material. So thank you.